Most people think dreams are something that happen to them, random, uncontrollable, like movies your brain creates while you're unconscious. But what if that isn't entirely true? What if there was a way to stay aware while your body falls asleep and walk directly into a dream with your mind fully awake? No blackout, no losing consciousness, no random awakening inside a dream hours later. Just you, lying in bed, watching reality slowly dissolve around you. And then suddenly, you're dreaming, fully aware. It sounds impossible at first, almost like science fiction, but this phenomenon is real, and it's called lucid dreaming. More specifically, the method we're talking about is known as wild, wake-induced lucid dreaming. And out of every lucid dreaming technique, this one is probably the strangest. Because instead of realizing you're dreaming after the dream already begins, wild lets you witness the transition itself. You literally experience your brain crossing the border between wakefulness and sleep. And once you experience it for the first time, your understanding of consciousness changes forever. Most people fall asleep unconsciously every night. One moment they're thinking about something random, the next moment it's morning. But sleep isn't instant. There is actually a hidden phase between being awake and dreaming, a strange mental space where reality begins to distort. Voices may appear. Random images flash across your vision. You may feel vibrations, floating sensations, or hear sounds that aren't really there. Normally, people pass through this state without noticing because they're already unconscious. But during wild, you remain aware long enough to observe it happening. And that's where things get interesting. The key to this technique is surprisingly simple. Keep your mind awake while your body falls asleep. That's it. Simple in theory, difficult in practice, because your brain is designed to shut awareness off during sleep. Trying to stay conscious while falling asleep feels almost paradoxical. The harder you try, the more awake you become. But if you relax too much, you lose awareness completely. Wild exists in the balance between those two states. Not forcing, not drifting, just observing. The best time to attempt this is usually after about 5 or 6 hours of sleep, because at that point your brain enters REM sleep much faster. REM is the stage where vivid dreaming happens. If you attempt wild at the beginning of the night, you'll likely wait too long before dreaming begins. But in the middle of the night, your mind is already much closer to dreams. This dramatically increases your chances. So imagine this. It's 4 a.m. Your alarm quietly wakes you up. The room is dark, silent. You stay awake just long enough to become mentally alert, but not fully energized. Then you lie back down. You close your eyes and choose something simple to focus on. Your breathing, the sound of a fan, rain outside your window. This becomes your anchor. Not something you intensely concentrate on, but something gentle enough to keep your awareness from slipping away entirely. Then you simply relax. No forcing, no trying to make a dream happen. You let your body fall asleep naturally, while your awareness quietly watches. At first, nothing happens. Then slowly, reality begins to loosen. Your thoughts become strange, disconnected. Random images appear behind your eyelids. You may feel like you're sinking into your bed. Some people hear footsteps, whispers, music. Others feel vibrations spreading through their body like electricity. And this is the moment where most people fail, because they panic, or they get excited. The second you react emotionally, your brain snaps back into wakefulness. The experience collapses. So the trick is to remain calm. Treat every strange sensation as background noise. Observe it the same way you'd watch clouds passing through the sky, because these sensations are actually signs that the technique is working. Your body is falling asleep, but your awareness is still online. Eventually, something incredible happens. The random fragments in your mind begin organizing themselves into a world, a room, a street, a landscape. At first it feels distant, almost imaginary. Then suddenly, it becomes real. Not real like imagining something, real like being somewhere. You can walk, touch things, look around. And the strangest part, your physical body is still asleep in bed. You're experiencing a fully immersive reality generated entirely by your mind. That is what lucid dreaming truly feels like. Not watching a dream, existing inside one. And once you're lucid, the possibilities become almost limitless. People fly through cities, walk across alien planets, speak to dream characters, relive memories, create entire worlds from imagination. Some use lucid dreams for creativity. Others use them to face fears or explore their subconscious mind. But beyond all of that, There's something deeply fascinating about the experience itself, because Wild reveals something most people never think about. Your sense of reality is far more fragile than you realize. Every night, your brain effortlessly constructs entire universes while you sleep. Worlds with emotions, conversations, physics, memories, and experiences so convincing that while you're inside them, you fully believe they're real. And lucid dreaming allows you to witness that process consciously, to stand at the doorway between waking life and dreams. Very few experiences make you question consciousness itself the way this does. But here's the important part. Wild is a skill, not magic. Your first attempt may fail completely. You may simply fall asleep normally. And honestly, that's okay, because every attempt teaches your brain something. Over time, you become better at recognizing the transition into sleep, better at balancing awareness and relaxation. Eventually, the process begins feeling natural. And once it clicks, lucid dreaming becomes dramatically easier. The biggest mistake people make is expecting instant success. But learning Wild is like learning to balance on a bicycle. At first, it feels impossible. Then one night, seemingly out of nowhere, it happens. And suddenly your understanding changes forever. Because once you've consciously stepped into a dream directly from wakefulness, you realize something incredible. The boundary between reality and imagination is thinner than you ever thought possible.